So what's up, y'all? You know what it is. I'm your host, Marcel, wealth creator, wealth mentor, and this is Wealthy Sibling. We talk about everything up under the sun in regards to us being wealthy. Because our goal is to change, our family's money story. Most of us, especially when you come from our backgrounds, our money story, we don't start off with wealth. So what's the goal? To change that. Now the craziest thing is this question I'm proposed to you. This is what the show about. What's on your priority list when you become wealthy? I don't think enough people talk about it like when it does happen, what shifts do you make? What mentalities and mindsets do you make when you become wealthy? Like, what's going to be on your priority list? Most people are going to be blessed and they'll be like, man, I got so much time. But if you've heard this saying, you've heard this saying, more money, more problems. Now, if you delegate while you on that journey and when you do become wealthy, you've hit all the hurdles, steps, missteps that you can hit that can somewhat prepare you. Now life is an ongoing journey, so who can ever say no matter what time frame you become wealthy that you're going to learn everything and get it all together. So your priority list are like, all right, I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z. That's going to be um different, right? That's going to be um on the list, right? For me, let me tell you mine. When I become wealthy, my priority list is to make sure that my mother is straight and really gift her with some of the best days of her life. Because she talks about this with me now, right? My priority list is when I become wealthy to make sure that my god kids, my godson and my goddaughter, uh, have the mentality that money is not everything, but if we want to continue this generational wealth, hey, this is what Unc said to do. He said, you know, soon as you start off, part-time job or otherwise, man, start investing, build you a long-term portfolio, get you a Roth IRA, see if you can be an authorized user, whether it would have been like on my profile or their dad's profile, but like period, hey, I want to start doing entrepreneurship early. Most people they sell the cookies for the school or they do a lemonade stand. But hey, I want to go big dog. I want to maybe open up a franchise when I get old enough, right? Or how could I do that with my mom, right? Or my dad, right? How could I do that, right? So that's what my priority is, to instill wealthy concept, wealthy strategies into my god kids by the time I become wealthy. Um, man. Third, see when we get to five. Because usually these a lot of things that are on my priority list when I become wealthy are things that I'm passionate about. Now, third would be, what could I do that makes the biggest impact in the community I come from, right? What are some of the collaborations I can do? What are some things that I can do directly? Because I'm one of them firm believers. As long as I got hands, I have breath in my body, there are some things that I can directly do to impact people. But on the economical side, there's building blocks to that for real. That's, it's not something that is directly overnight when it comes to my priority list and, zoning and all the other stuff that may come with the infrastructure that I want to change, right? Um, man, oh man. Um, Fourth on my priority list, if I have a family by this time or wife, um, make sure they're together, right? Make sure they're stable, college fund is paid for, like, you know, all that. And then fifth, and I'm gonna do this for the men. Now, even though you've heard my priority list in the order I gave it, doesn't mean it needs to be in that order for you. But the fifth one on my priority list is me, right? So I'm in my top five. I'll word it like that. And I don't think enough men do that when it comes to the things that we need to get done, especially when we're talking about on the journey to become wealthy, or even if you are wealthy. Like, I'm gonna tell you, you talk to a man in any stage of his life, whether he's the wealthy man, whether he's a six-figure man, whether he's the middle class man, whether he's the man who just got his first job. The external things that are on his priority list. And then those top five is usually not him. So I wanted to change that direction when we start talking about the who or what is on your priority list, right? We talk about becoming the wealthy sibling, right? That could be on your priority list. But what would that take? And how will you deal with that on your journey, right? How will you be mentally stable? How will you, you know what I'm saying, get your ones and twos together? That is something for me that is really, really pivotal. What is on your priority list? When you become wealthy, will it be the same things you had before? Because now let's talk a little bit into this. What are some negatively impacted things that you put on your priority list? Because just because it's labeled a priority don't mean it's good for you. So like, hey, I go partying every weekend. I put that on my priority list. Is that good for you? Is that making you any money? Is you, what we talking about? Two, I go on 20,000 dates and I'm dating 20,000 women. That could be on your priority list. Is it good for you? Is it making you any money? Right? Um, I go through 10 cars every year. Same thing. Is it good for you? Is it making you any money? Priority should be positive. It should have a positive impact on your life. Is it? That's going to completely be up to you. But if you're going to call yourself, I'm going to be or is the wealthy sibling or the wealthy relative, and I'm going to change my family's money story, we really got to check whatever these priorities are. Like, you got to check that at the door. And I don't think we spend enough time keeping it a buck, keeping it a bean, keeping it 100 with ourselves on what is on our priority list. And I think when we do that, not only will ourselves be better off, but the generation that's coming after us, whoever's looking up to us, our kids, these nephews, whoever it is, will be and should be better off. Like, I'm sticking to that. So for me, gotta have a conversation with, bro, what's on my priority list? Is it good? Is it bad? Like, what is it? Whether I'm wealthy, on my way to be wealthy, like what's to this? What do I want to accomplish? Then it's okay to say that to yourself, you may need a change in life. Like, that's cool. It is okay to say that. Admitting that your priorities need to shift is the greatest thing you could probably do for yourself. Especially if you're talking about some you want to get to an 8-figure, 10-figure level type of life. That's what they do. That's what we do here. My priorities needed to shift. So I need to maybe change my time frame, maybe need to change my environment, maybe need to change my job. Right? Is this the time to see if I need to go full-fledged into my dream, to have a backup plan? Have a backup plan, right? Have some type of security or insurance if you're going to go full-fledged into entrepreneurship, content creation, that doesn't have a net at first. So I ain't saying just go off, quit your job, and just have something, right? And as tempted as it is, I'm still going to tell you, have something more than that, but shift your priority and say, hey, this is my goal. These are my dreams. So I need to go full-fledged into that and make that my priority. Do that. But I appreciate everybody who likes, share, subscribe, and make sure y'all go to the YouTube. As always, this is Wealthy Sibling, and appreciate y'all.